all Christians will be called to be cross-cultural, transnational, and people group missionaries. And therefore, we will be sending missionaries, training missionaries, supporting missionaries. However, not all of us will be going. Elizabeth Elliot, the wife of the late Jim Elliot, Elizabeth Elliot, who became herself a missionary, said this to those Christians at home. Maybe this is you. You want to go on missions and it's not yet. God has not opened that door. You want to go. Your heart bleeds as you pray for the lost billions in their sin, idolatry, and ignorance. You wish to go, and yet God has not yet opened those doors. Maybe missions just sounds amazing and inspiring and motivating to you, but you're not gifted or qualified to go and do that kind of work. Listen to what Elizabeth Elliot's wise counsel is. Does it make sense to pray for guidance about the future if we are not obeying in the thing that lies before us today? How many of the momentous events in Scripture depended simply on one person's seemingly small act of obedience? Rest assured, do what God tells you to do now and depend on it. You will be shown what to do next. The application for any hopeful missionaries into the future is to become the greatest church member you could possibly be where you are. The most zealous prayer and evangelist where you are. That's what Paul did before he was sent out of that church to the nations. Let's commit to doing that whether or not we're called. Let's commit to doing that and praying that God would raise up those whom he will send. And if you are unsaved, you're not a Christian, you have no heart for missions, you kind of hate it because it gets in the way of other respectable cultures. Maybe you've lived your whole life against Jesus and you know you're in your sin. Maybe you thought you were a Christian until fairly recently and you understand that you're not. Every single one of us, every single one of you who are not yet a Christian must place your faith in Jesus Christ. And when you do, when you rest on him in your soul, simply rely on his promises to be true when he says he can save you. If you do that, you will immediately be transferred into his kingdom and immediately forgiven by the God who created you.